I'm as excited about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as I was a year ago, and the year before that, and the year before that. And I love these, Black Friday sales. I mean, it's almost like well, it is deja vu. A year ago, we were down about 10% overnight while we were all sleeping, working off the turkey coma. And you and I talked about it, and it was time to step up. And at 17,000, that seemed really a little bit scary, having just been at 20,000 not that long before. And I think we're in the same place. It's, all the fundamentals of Bitcoin are improving. The number of users, the number of wallets, the size of the wallets, the transactions, all those fundamentals continue to get better. And at the end of the day, investing is the only thing I know, right? When things go on sale, people run out of the store. It's just amazing.
Yeah, and you see what's happening in the country of Turkey, not obviously the poultry, the country of Turkey with an economic crisis. Their currency, the lira, has crashed, I think, 30+%. People look at that and they say, you see, this is exactly why we need Bitcoin. You got the U.S. dollar, you got the euro, you got the yuan, maybe the yen, but for everybody else, this is why you need this digital currency, not because those people are now starting to suffer as their currency crashes.
Brian, such an important point. Look, as a store of value, Bitcoin is really perfect. It plays the role of digital gold. Gold has been a great store of value for 5,000 years. An ounce of gold's bought a fine person's suit over that whole period, from a suit of armor to a zoot suit to a fine man or woman's suit on Savile Row. But digital gold is better, right? It's more portable, it's more divisible. And you think about countries like Venezuela or Zimbabwe, where the companies or the countries themselves devalue their currency 99.999%, all of your wealth is destroyed in that currency devaluation. And so it's not so much that Bitcoin is getting better relative to those currencies. Those currencies are just getting worse. And the same thing's happening all around the world. There is a global race to the bottom. When countries become very, very indebted, like we are in the West, the only way out is to devalue the currency. You can't pay the debt back. You can't restructure it. You can't default on it. So you have to devalue the currency. So that's why you need in your portfolio a base of crypto as a store of value.
You know, there was a time in your life, Mark, I remember, we've been talking for a number of years now, longer than I care to remember, where you were kind of a stock guy as well. So I'm going to ask you, with that beautiful tree behind you there in Tulsa, to put on that stock hat, given what we're seeing this morning. Yeah. Obviously, there's so much we do not know. We hear COVID, we hear variant, we hear strain, mutation, big, scary words. It seems like the machines are in charge. Do you agree with that right now, that everybody's doing the COVID playbook? Sell this, buy that.
100%. And look, you're absolutely right. Look, no one is around me, right? It's early in the morning. Now, people are maybe going to go out shopping here a little bit later. But as you said, on these low volume days, these holiday days, if you get any sort of news, the machines absolutely take over, and they move with reckless abandon. They don't care about the long-term view. They only care about short-term profits. And that's what happens. So people need to not panic. They need to buy what's on sale, stay in the store, don't run out of the store. And look, I think equities, right, big U.S. equities and broad Western markets, I do think are highly valued. There are some segments of the market in tech that are selling at levels we didn't think possible, 60, 70, 80 times revenues. Forget earnings. They don't even have earnings. So it's an interesting time. Markets are going to move fast because of the machines. And I think the key now is diversification, owning things like gold, owning things like treasuries. People say, why would you want to own those? They're down. That's when you want to buy them, when they go down. So rebalancing your portfolio, really critical here. I think it's going to be a very rocky few months.
Yeah, and you got these headlines that kind of come out of nowhere. By the way, Goldman Sachs calling for a third rate hike next year. That kind of dropped late Wednesday night when the markets were closed, like maybe adding a little bit of fuel on that tightening fire as well. But just to wrap it up, Mark, because I know you're living on Tulsa time, my friend. I know how early it is out there, and we appreciate it. You are a buyer of Bitcoin this morning on this weakness. You love this Black Friday discount, as you called it.
I do. This is a Black Friday discount. You should buy it. And again, don't buy it all today. Buy some today, buy some next week, buy some next month. Keep dollar cost averaging, because the price of Bitcoin doesn't matter. The daily price is a liar. the value is increasing. The price is going to be volatile because humans and machines are volatile. What you want to do is continue to increase your ownership of the most powerful computing network the world has ever seen. Ownership is edge here, Brian.